Away to the bank, we go. It's T to the dot, G-O. Everything seem to stop when I walk in the door. Cause the boy so cold like a young ice cube. I'm hungry and I treat beats like food. And I've been through so.
Yeah, what is up? It is the one and only HollyWoodTGO, and I'm here today with Miss Amanda Mosley, who is a professor here at York Tech. And she has been very inspirational to me already because she helped me realize that no matter what mistakes that you make, you can overcome them and still become successful. Because Miss Mosley here, she went to school, made a few mistakes, but she did not stop and she continued to get her degree. And Miss Mosley, do you mind telling us a little bit about your background?
No, not at all. As I told you in class, I had two goals when I graduated high school, and that was to get out of my hometown, my parents' house, and then to go have some fun.
And you did the second part.
And I did the second part real well. And so I went to college 50 miles away from home and did have a good time. In fact, had such a good time that I was not invited back after a year and a half. Had a 1.2 GPA.
Really?
So at that point, I was kicked out of college. I was not going back home, so I got a job and I started working. And I worked in an insurance company first, and then I got married. And then after I had my children, I wanted to be able to be with them as much as possible, and so I started cleaning houses.
And it's funny because you graduated honors, top of the class.
Yeah. In high school, I was an honor student. Never had any trouble learning, but in college, I did not even attempt. I just
Really?
had a lot of fun. And then after cleaning houses for several years, I realized this is a lot of hard work, and if I want to do something else, I'm going to need education. So I went back to school, the same school that I'd been kicked out of, but enough time had gone by, they let me back in on probation. And
so despite the success in high school, and then coming to college and facing a few failures, I guess, you continued to go. You did not quit. What motivated you to continue to do so?
My children were my greatest motivation, but also part of it was I grew up.
A little maturity.
Maturity. And I see that with many of my students today, and so I always want to encourage them that even if you make mistakes, those do not define who we are. We can always go back, we can continue our education, and who would have ever thought that the 19-year-old who got kicked out of college would be a professor in a college one day.
And it's funny to me because I would have never thought that about you.
Yeah, I don't look like the irresponsible girl that I was then.
As you come a long way.
Yeah.
Would you give anyone any advice on people like my age, teenage, early 20 age, about dealing with mistakes and overcoming them, still becoming successful? Because I can say personally, I've had a lot of downfalls, but I like to continue to keep going and realize, like you said, our mistakes don't define us.
Right. And we just have to accept that what has happened in the past is in the past. We cannot undo what we've done, but we can make better choices today and in the future. And so if you focus on today and the future, then you get to define who you are that way.
You might be a 19-year-old kid like you that makes a few mistakes and end up being a wonderful professor here at York Tech.
You never know. You never know where life might take you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Well, she's a very busy lady. I'm not going to steal all of her time. So, Ms. Mosley, I'm going to ask you to say one thing. You might not say it. We'll see. It's my catchphrase.
What's that?
Yeah.
Yeah.